I think a lot of times today, when we're all focused on career options and what our job is going to be, we're maybe not as focused upon some of these things and some of the classes that we get to take in the core curriculum that really prepare us for living. It's great to have a skill, it's great to have an ambition and a job at the end of your educational endeavor, and we all certainly want that. But some of these great classes and things that we are able to encounter in our educational journey, that we encounter through the core curriculum, are things that are really going to prepare us for living, for thinking, for being critical thinkers, for being able to work together as teams, which is so important for many jobs today, to be able to bring critical thought to processes and analytical thought to things that you have to really work through, the problems that are out there that we all encounter in our jobs.
I took logic philosophy class. It was like one of the last electives I had left, but I majored in management information systems, so it was something that we could do. I wanted to take it because I had so much math and science that it was just something that was different. And when I got in it sort of blew my mind. I mean, logic teaches critical thinking. And if you're going to be in the technology industry, if you're going to code, if you're going to design products, even if you're going to sell, logic and critical thinking are extremely important. You have to be able to take situations, you have to be able to break them down, figure out cause and effect, and then use that. It was very important to use not just in programming, because programming is logic. That's kind of what you do. It's cause and effect, if-then statements. But even managing people, getting to the bottom of things, understanding why things are, is very important. And it gave you a framework to think in that I've used since then.
I think being someone with a background in philosophy and even religious studies, it gives you a perspective on both people and circumstances that I think sometimes is very helpful as you try to deal with problems or issues that arise in any complex organization. A university is still ultimately about people. It's about students and faculty and staff who come together and hopefully create a little magic whereby learning takes place, but it's really and truly about helping students discover who they are and what their ideals are and what their ambitions are and how they're going to prepare for the world that they have to live in. I think my background coming out of the humanities helps prepare me to think through those issues with individuals and recognize that every one of those students is an individual and they come with a unique story and a unique perspective that they bring to this campus. That's a wonderful thing when you put all that into the mix and you create an atmosphere where people can really learn and find out what their true purpose is.
Critical thinking skills. It's a buzzword today. It is a buzzword. However, it is when you study philosophy, especially at the undergraduate level, and you become involved in studying the history of ideas in the Western tradition, that you begin to develop critical thinking skills. And I think that probably, regardless of what you want to do in life after that, whether you want to be a lawyer, whether you want to be a doctor, whether you want to be a teacher, whether you want to be a social worker, you will have those critical thinking skills to be able to scrutinize and process and take away from your classes so that you're not just taking a class and leaving and that's the end of it. With the critical thinking skills, you basically set yourself up to becoming a lifelong learner.